some of the issues and the challenges which are being faced by conventional microfinance. So on the top is, of course, the high cost. It varies from area to area, continent to continent, country to country, but generally it is 25% to 60%. Here I'm not talking of any religion or faith, but only on the equity principle. This is unfair that a rich man who goes to buy some luxury item, some say a Mercedes car or a BMW car, and he goes to the bank and gets a loan at a rate of 5, 7, 8, or 10%. But a poor man who has to earn livelihood for his family, he goes to the bank or to the microfinance institution and bears the cost of 25 to 60%. So this is a big challenge. I'm not going into the details of why it is so high, because there are 4 or 5 reasons: the cost of capital, the cost of delivery, the cost of default, the cost of growth, the cost of technology, the cost of any profit involved in it. But despite those arguments which justify this high cost, it is still a very big challenge. The next is interest-based lending. Specifically talking about Muslim communities, people, they would never prefer to indulge themselves in a financial system which is based on riba or which is based on interest. So we need to develop a system to carve out a program which doesn't force the people to contradict their faith and religion. So we need to introduce some mechanisms and systems and procedures which make these non-interest based loans. Then while it is important to give women loans, but still exclusive focus on women is also another kind of apartheid, that why men who are entrepreneur, who are trustworthy, who are creditworthy, who are poor, why they are not being given loans. So this is also something to be noted. Then limited products which do not suit to the borrower's needs. We have designed some products, and we design those in a way that in every society, in every market, we are only concerned to provide those loans, those products. So we need to bring some kind of creative approach here as well. And then our focus is mostly on organizational sustainability. We are thinking that a sustainable organization will be in a position to provide sustainable solution. But we see it in a different way. We see that as far as organizational sustainability is concerned, there is no doubt about that. But why don't we think of client sustainability? Because the whole microfinance paradigm is linked to 2 basic stakeholders or the basic players. One is the organization and the other is the borrower or the client. So we believe that if client is sustainable, that will automatically result in organizational sustainability. So there is a long debate that which comes first and who should come first. But we believe that organizational sustainability shouldn't overshadow the client sustainability. And last but not least is that the whole microfinance movement, as Ms. Anika has very rightly pointed out, that it was started by Grameen Bank in Bangladesh. So Grameen was initially a non-profit organization, a civil society organization, and most of the microfinance programs were started the world over through civil society organizations. That means this was a passionate and compassionate attempt to help the poor people. But gradually, in the name of growth, in the name of sustainability, the whole movement was shifted to the banks, and it became a business and it became an industry. So while doing business, the real bottom line is always growth and maximization of the profit. So shifting of microfinance from the domain of NGOs to the banks, this, as very popularly said by a very dear friend, Mr. Malcolm Harper, that it has taken innocence out of microfinance. So now it is a business and it is an industry, and it is maybe it is claimed that there are two bottom line and three bottom line, where financial sustainability is achieved, where growth is achieved, where income is income is derived. At the same time, the poor are helped. But these 3, 4, 5 bottom lines, but the real focus on the poor and the poverty alleviation and helping people come out of poverty without burdening them with the overwhelming cost that goes beyond. So these are the few issues which we need to consider.